Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Sumukascha Ekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha Lambodharascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayakaha Dhumaketurganadhyakshaha Phalachandro Gajananaha Vakratundaha Surpakarno Herambaha Skandapurvajaha Suklambharadaram Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vighnopasanteye Yasat Varadavaktradhya Parishadhya Parasatam Vignam Nignanti Satatam Vishwaksenam Tamastriye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheswaraha Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Aklishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedhyaya Gurave Buddhi Sakshine Krishna Dvaipaya Namjasam Sarvabhuta Hiteratam Vedabcha Bhaskaram Bande Samadhi Nilayam Munim Sahasramurte Purushottamasya Sahasranetranana Padabahoho Sahasranamnam Stavanam Pratastham Niruchyate Janma Jaradi Shankyai. Now, with Bhagavan's grace, let us continue from where we left off when we met last time, I think almost maybe a month ago or 3 weeks ago. And we came to Gavastinemi Saprasa Simho Bhuta Maheswara Adi Devo Mahadevo Deveso Devabhrit Guruhu. And we came up to that point, I believe Vidhata Krita Lakshana Gavastinemi Saprasa Simho. Yeah, Simho, we came up to that point. Bhuta Maheswara Bhuta Maheswara Adi Devaha Mahadevaha Devesaha Devabhrit Guruhu. Bhuta Maheswaraha, as you know, that all of you know, simple Sanskritam, and you can enjoy it in a way that on a very personal basis. Bhuta Maha Iswaraha. Bhuta means all the beings. Now, all the beings does not mean only what we call to be moving, mobile. They're motionless. Even a piece of stone is also a bhutam. And the Bhuta Maheswaraha, the one who is the Ishvara or the protector, the Lord, the master of everything. And it also means, as Sankara Bhashyam says, Satyam, the very, very first Ishvara, the very first one who was there, that Satyam. Everything has come from Satyam. The whole creation has come out of Satyam, being protected, nourished by Satyam, and then finally disappears in Satyam, dissolves in Satyam. Then Adi Devaha, the primal, it's not a question of first God, he was the primal entity, period. Primal entity does not mean only in the past we are thinking of, so many thousands and thousands of years ago, before time and all that. Very much the primal entity in the present also. The present, our mind is involved in, we've at any given moment it's involved in only one thing, but we are getting involved in many, many things, right? But when you look at the current present moment, primal entity that is present there is Adi Devaha. And before creation, he was the one that was there. Creation arose out of him, as it says in Bhagavatam. Mahadevaha. Then the Sankara Bhagavad says, because he is Atmanyanam itself, Atmanyanam is nothing but Bhagavan. And because of that, he is worshipped and praised as Yogeshwara, Yoga Iswara. And he is extolled because of his greatness. Now, greatness does not mean in a worldly sense. It's like, in Gayatri Mantram we say Tat Savitur Varenyam, that Varenyam, the greater than the greatest. Because of that, everybody extols and worships him and praises him. This is a natural tendency. Even if a non-believer in God comes to a temple and stands around, there will be, or his mind will definitely offer in obedience and in obeisance sense of worship to this entity that is present. May not be that Murti in the Vigraham, may not be the book that is present there, whatever, but that entity that present, everybody will bow to it. That's natural. That's a natural compulsion. Mahadeva. Deve Saha. Deve Saha is Deva Isaha. Deva is the Deva. He is the Sreshta among all the Devas, which means he is the Lord, the Isa of all the Devas. Among all the effulgences that are present that in our life, every moment it is nothing but a play of effulgence only in different directions, in different aspects, in so many ways that we think of, right? Whether we hear or talk or see or the five senses of perception we have, whether we digest the food we take, whether we excrete the food we take, whether we have an impulse to go and hug someone, it really doesn't matter. Whatever it is, everything is shining in effulgence. Everything. So many infinite aspects is shining. And this Isaha is the Lord, the Master, the Protector, and the supremost among all the effulgences, because every spark of effulgence, including the light that comes from the sun, arises out of this effulgence, which is self-effulgent. That is Devesaha. Devabhrit Guruhu. Now, Shankara Bhagavad takes these as it was one namam. Devabhrit Guruhu as one namam. Devabhrit, one who is supporting all the devas. We saw the effulgence, various effulgences that's being supported by Bhagavan. And Devabhrit, Guruhu means one who teaches. What teaches what? Teaches all the knowledge. But what does teaching all the knowledge means? Teaching the Atmanyanam, the truth, knowing which everything else is known. That knowledge he teaches. Then, in a Vaishnava Sampradayam, Parasara Bhattar says, based upon the authority of Guru. Now, Devabhrit is very clear. Parasara Bhattar also says the one who supports all the devas and also one who controls them, right? Controls them not in a negative sense, but in a sense of very extremely positive, very loving manner, the guidelines and all that protected so that people can do the jobs. Now, Guruhu, but Parasara Bhattar says that based upon the authority of the Vedas, the various duties, various action items that are being done by different people that have been prescribed, and how to do those. Somebody has to, it's one thing to read things from a book, the other thing is to watch someone. So when you watch someone do something, it is much more clear, right? Isn't it? Much more immediate, much more clear. So that's where the Acharya comes in. An Acharya is the one who, by his personal conduct and practicing the scriptural teachings, illustrates the efficacy of the teachings and how one should practice them also by his personal example. That is Guruhu. And in Shvetavarat Upanishad, it says the Bhagavan Guru is described as the one who created Brahma and who taught Brahma all the Vedas. Then Brahma says, this entity, this Acharya, this Guru is called Hari. And I am in obedience to him. I am in worship of him. Okay, that's what Vishnu Puranam says this. Then Patanjali Yoga Sustram says, the timeless, before even the time itself began, before all the Brahmas and Devas and all that, this entity was present. And it is present. Even now, this moment, I create something. Before I create it, okay, it is not only the past. Creation takes place only in the present. Please always remember that. The past itself is a creation of the present in our mind. So, before I create something, something was present already. That entity that was present before everything, that is Guru, is what Patanjali Yoga Sutra says. This is according to Parasara Bhattar. Uttaraha. Now, Uttaraha is very important. We think Uttara means north direction. Yes. And when we have Vaikuntha Vasal and all that, we say Uttara Vasal, and we say go towards the north. But that's actually one meaning. Uttara actually means one, Bhagavan, we say Uttaraha because he is the one who is going to free us from the samsara sagaram, from the bondage of that we have with birth and death. And because I am born, I have to die. And then once I die, I take birth again. This cycle from which I don't seem to have an escape route, an escape hatch here. I'm bound by it. But Bhagavan, who rescues me from this repeated and repetitive cycles of birth and death and gets me out of this bondage, okay, out of the shackles, that is Uttaraha. And Uttaraha also means one who is when we, in our life, we use superlative, like the greatest, the best, the tallest, the shortest, and the sweetest, and all that, right? But imagine, can you think of somebody, some entity that would be the best in everything that you can think of? That is Uttaraha. He is in all aspects, he is the best. That's why he is Tattvavitur Varenyam. Okay? So Uttaraha. Then Gopatihi. Gopatihi, as the name immediately conveys, we think of Krishna, who was the protector of the cows. The Patihi means not only husband, Pati actually means protector. See, the responsibility to care for and to nourish the people under your responsibility, under your care, that's a huge responsibility. Whether it is a company CEO or whether it is a family, a household, or a group that you're running and you have administrative responsibilities, the caring and making sure that all the others' well-beings are protected, are taken care of, right? That responsibility is huge. That protection, that is the Patihi. Gopatihi is the one who takes care of and nourishes of all the cows. So just having cows, then somebody has to feed them, somebody has to clean them, somebody has to take them out for grazing in the pasture, somebody has to milk them and they fall sick, somebody has to give medication to them, right? Okay, make them all right. When they give birth, somebody has to take care of that. So all the things have to be taken care of. That Gopatihi is not a simple job, even for us, Bhagavan. For us, he gives us the food at the right time. Even though we go around, when we're hungry, the food is given to us, right? We do get food. And how he takes care of us, having created us, every aspect is taken care of. Not a single one is overlooked. Okay? So many aspects that he's taking care of us. That Gopatihi is one on the cows. Go also means Vedam. So he is the master, the protector of all the Vedas. Go also means the earth, Mother Earth. Everything in this earth is protected and nourished by him. Even as Swami said once, a small, lonely, tiny plant that was growing up on the top of a huge boulder in Andhra Pradesh, where there is really no greenery at all, only boulders and rocks and all that kind of an area. One small sapling was coming up in some on top of a crevice on a rock on top. Who takes care of that? Where does it get its water from, right? So that everything in this world, from an ant, to us human beings, to everything in this world is being protected. That Gopatihi. So Go also means he is very much present in us as Govinda, which is the sound. Sabdamayi is present in the form of sound, and the sound that I emanate, that comes from me, comes out, and he is the protector of the sound. Protector means how it means many things. The sound that can just not make, I cannot just shout and make a sound. I have to speak sweetly. I have to make sure that it always is helpful, and it's hidam and vidam, and it doesn't harm anyone. I have to speak the truth, right? So many things are there. So everything, who's protecting all that, right? And that is Gopatihi. So just give you about 4 different examples of that, okay? And Gopta, Gopatir, Gopta. Gopta means one who is creating and bringing out the whole world, the whole creation, the whole world, or various worlds, not only Mother Earth, but they call the 14 worlds are there, different worlds. All the worlds are not only brought out by him, also protected by him, Gopta. Jnana Gamyaha, one who is attainable only through Jnanam. Now, this is where immediately a knot comes in, right? If I'm ignorant and I have to attain Jnanam in order to know you, how is it possible? Now, this is the interesting thing, because Bhagavan removes the Ajnanam. The Swami removes the Ajnanam in me, the ignorance in me. Once the ignorance is removed, what is left is Jnanam only. So, for that, the prescribed pathways, sadhanas are all there. But ultimately, Jnana Gamyaha simply means one who can be known only through Jnanam. And Jnanam is nothing but personal experience, not intellectual understanding. Intellectual understanding is not Jnanam. Okay? Intellectual understanding is partial understanding of things, but always tinged with doubts, uncertainty. Is it really that way? But once I experience something personally, on a personal basis, then that knowledge of that experience is certain. It's that one that we can hang our hats on. So through personal experience only, Bhagavan is attained, not through books, not through hearing discourses, not through singing, not through any of the activity, services, nothing at all. But when I love him more and more, then he reveals himself more and more to me on a personal basis. Then I begin to see him all around me, everywhere. So that is why prema is fundamental. Prema is an experience thing. It is not an academic thing. It is not a book matter, right? And it is not an academic subject. It is a thing that each one of us can experience. The moment I experience something, I know it. That is Jnana Gamyaha. Puradanaha. Puradanaha means timeless. Not only that ancient, we say, but actually Puradanaha it is beyond time. We say ancient in the once upon a time, but even beyond that. That is Puradanaha. Sarira Bhuta Bhrit. Now, the Puradanaha. Sarira Bhuta Bhrit. Let us take that. Sariram. This Sariram refers to body. And Sariram simply means that it is declining all the time. You must always remember that. It undergoes changes, but ultimately the change that is predominant is always one of decline. Because the moment the growth is there, yes, that is right. But along with growth, there is decline also. Growth reaches a maximum point, then the decline starts becoming dominant. So Sariraha, Bhutabhrit. Now, this Sariram, this body that I have, is made of 5 elements. Pancha Bhudangal. Now, the one who is supporting all that, the supporter of all the 5 natural elements, the Panchabhutangal, that constitute different shapes and forms and colors and all that in the world. And my body happens to be one of the forms, that's all. So the one who is supporting the 5 natural elements, that is Bhagavan. This is going back to the creation, in the early part of creation. This is called in the after Bhagavan, the Ekam Sat, Vipraha Bhutavara, the Ekoham Bhasyam. I was one, and then it became many, created myself out of myself. And Bhagavan says that, and Swami says that the first one is, of course, the desire to speak without going too much into detail. Why creation? The very first creation that takes place is called Sargam. And Sargam, one of the things that get created in Sargam are the 5 natural elements, the Panchabhutangal. And Bhagavan, whatever he creates, he also supports it. So Sarira Bhuta Bhrit is a supporter of the 5 elements that constitutes all the sarirams, all the embodiments in this world, including a boulder to a tree, to an ant, to a bird that is flying. Everything is made up of those 5 elements, and the one who supports it is Sarira Bhuta Bhrit. Bhokta, Bhokta, again, protector. And another one is, Bhokta also means enjoyer. And we got 2 meanings. One is the protection aspect, okay. The other is the enjoying aspect. And both I can experience on a personal basis. Because I know, just think for a second, if I look at my own body, on my own mind, whatever is happening, so many things are already protected. They take place because they are protected. They don't go astray. As a medical student told me once, when she joined the medical school the first year, she said, so many things can go wrong with the body, the way body is made up of. But the miracle is that they don't go wrong. Everything functions. And that protection is there. Phenomenal synchrony and harmony, things function, right? And occasionally, I may fall sick and all that, but basically everything is functioning in phenomenal terms because they're all protected. That is the Bhokta part of it. The other part that I can relate to is the enjoyer. Everything I want to do, I'm seeking only happiness. I want to enjoy happiness only, right? Whether taking a suite or going to a hotel or talking to people or gossiping or whatever it is, there is that enjoying aspect that is there, that is pulling me and pushing me to many things in life. That enjoyer in me, that is also Bhokta. So protector as well as the enjoyer. Kapindraha. Kapindraha refers to 2 things. One is Varaha Swami, okay, Varaha Perumal, who is the Seta Varaha Kalpe, we say. In the beginning of this, Bhagavan came as in the form of white Varaha, right? And he is the primal Bhagavan. And for even, I think all of you know the Slokams, for even the children to learn, education and all the Jnanananda Rupam, the Slokam is there for Varaha Swami. He is the very first one to which all the other devas go to. And also Kapi Indraha means the Ishvara, the Lord of all the monkeys. Kapi also means monkeys. In this case, it denotes Rama. So it could be Varaha Swami as well as Rama in the Rama form, that avataram. Bhuri Dakshinaha. Kapindro Bhuri Dakshinaha. Now, Dakshina, we know what it means. Dakshina, we heard that phrase colloquially. And Dakshina is something that you offer as a token of gratitude. It just does not mean only money. It's a token of gratitude. It's a service that one provides to another person who is elder by nature or who has taught you something that as a teacher he comes into your life, or as a philosopher, guide, whatever it is, right? And as a token of gratitude to him, you offer something that would fulfill his need, just not money only. Please understand. So he may want food, he may want medicine, whatever else, right? But idea is to please him. And this is what Krishna and Balarama did. With Santipani, something that we must understand very carefully, Guru Dakshinai. And what they did was to go and rescue their Guru's son, who was basically drowned in the sea, right? And that aspect of expressing gratitude, doing something, acting with gratitude, that also fulfills the basic need or the want of the teacher or whoever else you have benefited from, So that is Dakshina. But Bhuri Dakshina is interesting. Because when we talk of yagas, right? So many yagams we perform. Nowadays we perform homam, okay, but yagam is a little bit larger scale. And when Bhagavan is also the Yajna Purusha, right? And when yagam is performed, whether it's a small scale or elaborate scale, there are protocols, not only the Vedic mantra protocols, the procedural protocols and all that, but somebody has to teach that the performance of a yaga is for the benefit of the whole world. It's not for a selfish reason at all. It's for the benefit of the whole society. Everybody. If I perform a yaga in Chennai, it does not mean it's only to my household or people there. It's really for the welfare of the whole world. It is. From some nook and corner in corner of India, somebody does something for the welfare of the whole world. So such a great thing is done. How it is done, all those things are prescribed. But where is this such a noble feeling, a noble action? Should gratitude not be expressed? Should we express for it? And if so, how should it be expressed? How should the dakshina be given for doing this? That Bhagavan himself came and the dharma vyavastha it is called, because you don't know what dharma is and what dharma is not, but you want to do the right thing. So he came and showed us the performing yagam, and also in that process, abundantly he gave away dakshinas to elders and to priests and to various other people whom you should give dakshina to. By showing it to us, nowadays we follow that. Right? Otherwise, how would we know? And when they do a homam and priest says at the end, do some dakshina, how did we know that? When Bhagavan himself first came and taught that, by performing yaga, how the yaga should be performed. At the end, how we should abundantly we should share dakshinas at the end of a yaga. So that aspect of Bhagavan, who came and illustrated this importance of dakshina at the time of performing a yaga, after conclusion of a yaga, that is Bhuri Dakshinaha. Prapasthanemi Satvatsat Simho Bhutamaheswaraha Adidevo Mahadevo Deveso Devabhrit Guruhu Uttaro Gopatir Gopta Jnanagamya Puratanaha Sarira Bhuta Bhritbhokta Kapindro Bhuri Dakshinaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Santi Santi Santi. Harihi Om.